The control desk is within the same vicinity, however, it's not that next to all the direct online panels, so it's always nice to have at least maybe two operators on site to help each other, kind of a redundancy to help each other double check things around the area as well as the pump, just to make sure that they are operating safely. We provided two HMI display. I'll go down into the detail of what we monitors and what you see, what kind of alarms you see on the annunciators, which is on this lamp right here, as well as on the HMI display. At the very bottom here, this is where you have your control. There's a smoke selector, which is the key right here. Emergency stop, the red buttons at the very top. In case of an emergency, once you push this emergency stop, the whole system that belongs to this particular line will shut down. So this is for the main pump number one. This whole system for main pump number one will shut down if you ever press this button right here. Same go for pump number two right here, pump number three with the red button, pump number four with the red button, and then you have those three submersible pumps. Number one, number two, and number three right here. On the HMI display, this is your main display. Once you go on, you touch the screen, this is the first screen that will come out. Will have the date and time stamp for you, the name of the airport, Techo International Airport, and your station. You have Western pump stations and also Eastern pump stations at this moment in time. The water level at that moment in time. The pump status, if the pump is on, you will see the arrow here spinning. If the pump is off, you won't see anything, you won't see the arrow. And also, it will show that it's in running. If it's stopped or it's not running, it will show the red, the stop. So you can see pump number 1, 2, 3, 4. We captured this picture last time when we start pump number 1. If there's a fault, the light will come on here. If you touch down further, which will take you to the next screen, we'll go to all the details of pump number 1, pump number 2, pump number 3, and pump number 4. In case of any event, all the event history will be stored here. You can click them and observe whatever happened. We'll have the records of the event history on the HMI, on the relays itself as well. So you have two places you can get the information. If you click on the screen on the right here, there is a submersible pump display, and I'll show you once you click on them how it looks like. Once you click on to one of the pump, one of the main pump, this is pump number 4. You see all these details where it shows whether pump number 4 is ready, it's remote control, it's running, or it's stopped. If failed for whatever reason, the VCB is in service or not, the VCB is in test position, the earning switch is on or off. If the emergency stop is on or off, protection is in operation or not, the motor temperature is high, or the level is too low. You also have the monitoring system of the oil pump, which shows whether it's ready to start, it's remotely controlled, it's running, it's stopped, it's failed, or it has oil temperature alarm, pump temperature alarm, pressure oil alarm, and pressure filter alarm, as well as the oil temperature sensor sending the signal in for temperature monitoring. FM number 4 in this case, will show whether it's ready to start, it's remote control, it's running, it's stopped, or it's failed, as well as the motor winding temperature. We also display them on here so you can monitor the temperature, as well as the currents that's running on the motor at that moment in time. For a submersible pump screen, we put all 3 pumps on the same screen to make it easier because it's nothing that we monitor extremely. So for each pump, we do the same thing. We'll monitor whether it's ready to start, it's remotely controlled, it's running or not, it's stopped, it's failed, or we press on the emergency stop. You can see here there's an SD right here. This means that it's a SCADA system. It's not equipped at this moment, but we prepare for you guys in terms of future. You ever want to do a SCADA control, you can do that, and we can extend from whatever point is that we already have. So putting the two screens together, this is your main page. If you ever press on pump number 1, 2, 3, or 4, this is your second page. So by having two HMI screens, it helps you to kind of monitor and control the pump better, because you have one screen which is the main page, and you have another screen showing each pump you starting. When you click on the event history, will tell you the sequence number, what happened, what kind of message, or what kind of trip it does, the time, the trip, the date, and the recovery time once you already reset that fault. I kind of mentioned it before, where you have the control selector inside. These are kind of how pictures of the design for each scene. This is the main system. So if you ever press this button right there, or top left red button, this will be an emergency stop for the whole system. So let's say you have 2, 3 pumps running at the same time. In case of emergency, you press this one button, it will close down everything and shut down the whole system. But if you want to shut down only one particular system, maybe pump number 1 will shut down by pressing this, number 2, number 3, and so on and so forth. The key selector, like I mentioned before, make sure this one will have SD and CE, meaning SCADA or control desk. At this moment in time, we are only equipped it with CD, which is the control desk control. On the right side, we already have number 1 here, 2, 3, and then on the right side, you start with number 4. And you have 3 submersible pump. Submersible pump 1, 2, and 3 pump. This is a closer look of what they look like. Emergency stop for your main pump. You have your main pump start stop button, oil pump start stop button, and fan start stop button. For your submersible, you only have start and stop button. CD and SD. Control desk command, SCADA command. So at this moment in time, we only have CD, which is the control desk command, and control desk control. Enunciators. Almost exactly the same thing that you have seen on the HMI screen. We duplicate this kind of alarm. Just in case the screen doesn't work, at least you have a backup system. You have your alarms, your lights on for enunciators. In case enunciator doesn't work, or some lights turn off, it doesn't work properly, you have HMI display as your backup system. Looking closer, on the left side, you have 2 display on the water level. Number 1, number 2, we have 2 sensors to monitor the water level at each side, at each pump. And right underneath them, there are submersible number 1, submersible number 2, and submersible number 3. On the right side, this is, if you go vertically, this is pump number 1, pump number 2, pump number 3, and pump number 4. The top part will have all the alarms for the main pump, and you'll have the oil pump, the air fan, and all the accessory alarms. I want to show you how we duplicate them. So on the enunciator, you have the water levels, 1, 2. On the screen, main page, you have water level, 1, 2. Submersible number 1, 2, and 3 on the enunciators. When you click on the screen, you will have exactly the same indicators on display. Like I mentioned before, this is a closer look on number 1, 2, 3, 4 vertically. Once you map them onto the screen, you will see this as well. So this enunciator right here is on the left side for pump, and then you have oil pump right here in the middle, air fan here, and all the accessories is part of the oil pump right here. This we only take in terms of data display on HMI. You cannot do that on the enunciators. This is a closer look where you pre-map everything, every point onto here, so that you have a redundancy for your full control of the pump. Same with the oil pump and all the accessories along, as well as the air fan. to it, tomorrow and the day after, you see it visually and you can match what you see here on the PowerPoint with the physical location of everything. So you get a bigger picture of the whole control of both the DOL system and the control desk system where we used to start and assist bottom pumps. So Luana will go next after myself. Thank you.